Honey with a sting. How to create a brand that survives any downturn. Welcome to Premium Merchandise Mastery, the podcast where we transform ordinary branded products into extraordinary experiences. Today we're diving deep into the world of luxury-inspired merchandise that won't end up in the trash. Luxury merch is like sleeping on rose petals. Everyone loves the idea, but few make it a regular practice. I didn't create my company Lover out of love, but out of anger. Anger at plastic pins with crooked logos. Anger at t-shirts only worn under blankets in the dark. Anger at ceramic mugs gifted with the same enthusiasm as regifted socks on Father's Day. For these years, I've been transforming corporate merchandise into works of art. My collections for immersive exhibitions, five-star hotels, and cruise liners draw inspiration from Tiffany, Hermes, and Louis Vuitton. Not from rubber ducks at the dollar store. Who needs premium merchandise? We're in cost-cutting mode, shouts another marketing director, slashing the budget for promotional products. And at that very moment, their competitors are ordering my porcelain tableware, which 6 months later brings them top clients. Because premium quality lies in the details, not on billboards. Behind your back, what happens to 90% of corporate gifts? Do you know what I see when looking at typical corporate gifts? I see it landing in the trash before the recipient reaches the elevator. I see a beautiful woman untying the ribbon on a poorly packaged notebook, her face momentarily distorted with disappointment. Oh, another one. Thanks. I see your potential millionaire clients receiving a gift that looks cheaper than their handkerchief. And your marketer proudly reports, we stayed within budget, only $3 per unit. Yes, you did stay within budget. You also buried your reputation in that same budget. Why Lover and not another promotional catalog? I don't sell souvenirs. I create multi-layered experiences that begin with packaging and continue for years. My projects aren't purchases, they're strategies. Here are some recent stories. Silk scarves for Four Seasons Hotel. When guests stay at a luxury hotel for $1,000 per night, giving them a ballpoint pen is like offering champagne in a plastic cup. We created a collection of silk scarves featuring a city map with every significant landmark hand embroidered. The scarves were packaged in embossed tubes that guests kept for storing jewelry. The result? Guests posted photos of the scarves on Instagram with the hotel's tag more often than lobby selfies, and the marketing director got promoted. Porcelain mugs and wool scarves for immersive Van Gogh. The Van Gogh exhibition has been touring the world for many years, but the souvenir shops brought in pennies until I created a collection of porcelain mugs and wool scarves inspired by Starry Night. We used a special glazing technique that created the effect of brush strokes. The price? Just $1 more than Chinese ceramics. The look? Like Villeroy and Boch at $75. The result? The collection sold out in the first 2 weeks, and the reorder was 5 times larger than the initial order. Leather notebooks for a bank. A major investment bank had been giving clients standard branded planners for years. Tradition, they said. We developed a collection of leather notebooks with ultra-thin pages, embossing and personalized messages on the first page. Each notebook came in a box that could be used as a desk organizer. The result? Investment directors started taking notes in them during client meetings, transforming the notebook from a mere gift into a sales tool. So, 5 reasons nobody wants your merchandise. 1. You're thinking about the logo, not the person. When was the last time you were happy to receive a t-shirt with a large company logo? Exactly. Neither are your clients. 2. You're skimping on packaging. Even Tiffany is known not so much for their jewelry as for their turquoise box. Packaging should create anticipation, not hide shame for the contents. 3. You're forgetting about tactility. We live in a digital age. Physical sensations are becoming a luxury. Paper quality, metal weight, leather texture. These transform an item from expendable to treasured. 4. You're not creating a story. Great merchandise tells your brand story without words. It conveys your values through materials, design, attention to detail. 5. You think in catalogs, not collections. Selecting standard items from a supplier's catalog is like buying art at IKEA. Yes, you'll have a picture on the wall. No, it won't become a conversation starter. What happens if you continue to ignore merchandise quality? Imagine your potential client is sitting in a meeting. On the table is your branded notebook, gifted at a conference. Next to it is a similar notebook from your competitor. Yours has a peeling cover and yellowed pages. Your competitor's has silky paper and embossing. What impression will the client have about your attention to quality and detail? What conclusions will they draw about your product? Merchandise isn't a budget expense. It's your silent sales representative working 24/7 even when your sales department is watching Netflix. Don't believe marketers who say it's just a souvenir. In 2023, luxury brand Louis Vuitton released a $2,700 soccer ball. It sold out in 48 hours. Tiffany & Co. created a basketball in their signature turquoise color. It cost $1,800 and disappeared from shelves on the first day of sales. These aren't just souvenirs. This is a strategy transforming ordinary items into objects of desire. Your brand can do the same without Louis Vuitton's budget. You just need an understanding of perception psychology and a partner who knows how to apply luxury brand principles to any budget. What to do? If you are tired of wasting money on merchandise nobody wants, I have helped. Museums turn gift shops into revenue sources comparable to ticket sales. Hotels create merchandise that guests specifically return for. Corporations develop gifts that clients show to friends and colleagues. Cruise lines increase souvenir sales by 300% without increasing traffic. All this is possible thanks to those years of working with luxury brands and 10 years of living in China, where I built relationships with manufacturers who produce for Hermès, Louis Vuitton, and Tiffany. I know how to create items worthy of your brand without destroying your budget. Your next step? If you're tired of wasting money on souvenirs that nobody wants, you have two paths. Continue ordering standard merchandise that will gather dust in your clients' desk drawers and cabinets. Contact me to create a collection that will transform your clients into ambassadors and your brand into an object of desire. I know which path you'll choose because you've stayed this far. And that means you're among those who understand. In a world where everything can be copied in seconds, quality and attention to detail become the only inimitable advantage. Write gift in the comments, and I'll share a case study that perfectly suits your industry. And remember, when your client throws away your gift, they're throwing away a piece of your brand. Don't let that happen. That's all for today's episode of Premium Merchandise Mastery. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to subscribe and leave a review. Next week, we'll be diving into how cruise lines are using premium merchandise to extend the vacation experience long after passengers disembark. Until then, remember that in a world of disposable gifts, be the one they treasure forever.